Welcome back on the AM show. On this first leg of the show, we talk ending irregular migration. We're going to assess the psychological impact on victims. Irregular migration wreaks havoc on many migrants and their families owing to the ordeals these migrants often face. Yet people still embark on these perilous journeys anyway. Diana Hazel, a senior high school leaver, left or felt after multiple attempts at finding employment that paid next to nothing that it was not worth it. So she decided to risk traveling to Lebanon in order to earn enough money to return to Ghana and finance her education at the tertiary level. This, she admits, was a risk she never should have taken. Her harrowing story and her ordeals open our eyes to the reality of these troubling journeys embarked on in search of greener pastures. Now, joining us for this discussion, Seth Asafo. He's a clinical psychologist, and Dr. Michael Bwampong. He's a lecturer in childhood and youth studies, an associate professor at the Open University in the United States. But before we engage our resource people this morning, let's actually check out the story of Diana Hazel. Diana, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.
And let me just say, I'm really sorry you had to go through what you did.
Okay, thank you.
You're a strong woman.
Yes.
That you are. Yeah. But tell us, when did you return? Did you return with the 2,000 plus workers that were brought into the country late last year?
Yes, please.
When exactly did you return?
August 11th.
August the 11th,
yeah.
2020?
Yes, please.
Right. Where did you go to?
I went to Lebanon.
Lebanon?
Yes.
But why Lebanon?
Well, I needed money to further up my education, and so I decided to take that step, and I went to someone introduced an agent to me, and so I went to him and discussed with the agent, and he told me that he can help me out to go to Lebanon because that's the contract he has at that moment.
Right.
Lebanon, yes.
Is that the country you originally wanted to go to?
No, please.
Where did you want to go?
I asked of either Turkey, German, and he told me the money involved is quite
substantial.
Yes, and if I can afford, he will help me. If not, then unless Lebanon, for the Arabs, they pay for everything. So right. Yes.
So how much did you end up paying to this agent?
Okay, before going, my medicals and passports, and there are some petty things among it. I paid it myself, and when I got to Lebanon, I paid him $450. When
you got to Lebanon?
Yes.
Right. So your ticketing and all of that, who took care of it?
As for the tickets, it was the work, the Lebanese people that you're going to work with. They paid for everything. But the thing is, when you get there, that they will tell you that they rather found everything. Like they found everything, like your medicals, your passport, your visa, plane ticket. It's them that pay for everything. But the agents here in Ghana, they don't tell us that. What they said is the people only pay for the plane ticket, that's it. But then when you get to the Lebanese people also tells you, no, we rather pay for everything. Yeah.
So you say you did this because you wanted to further your education?
Yes, please.
Did you not feel you could do that while being here in Ghana, make some money?
Yeah, I tried it, but I wasn't getting money. So.
What did you try doing?
I tried mobile money. I worked as a shop attendant, but when you from the lorry fare, when you calculated to the salary at the end of the month, you've used all your salary for your transportation, so you don't earn anything. That's why.
So you felt that was your final resort?
Yes, please.
What did your family think about traveling to Lebanon?
All right. For me, I've lost my dad. Sorry, and my mom too is not feeling well, so I stayed with my brother. And when I first discussed with my brother, he wasn't happy about it, especially when Arab country. he wasn't. But then I convinced him that I will go. When I go and the place is not good, I will come back. That's what I told him.
Were you aware of the risks involved in, going to a place like this? I'm sure you must have heard of stories of other people who had traveled to these countries to be hairdressers, domestic workers, and all of that. And some of the stories, horrible stories they had to share. Were you aware of the risks?
Yes, please. I heard so much about it, and then sometimes some of the girls, they said, oh, it's just a story. It's not true. So I prayed and I put my trust in God that I'm also going to try and see what will happen. Yes.
And now that you have tried, would you say it was worth it?
No, not at all.
So tell us why you're saying no, not at all. What exactly did you go through? What work were you going to do?
Okay, so the thing is, the agents who told you that when you get to Lebanon, you are going to do a house help. So when I got there, my madam, she has a shop, home appliances, and then she has 2 children. Right. She has 2 children, and then she's a makeup artist also, and the husband is a soldier. So the husband goes to work like 4 days, 5 days before he returns. Right. And my madam will leave like early in the morning to go and come home in the evening. So I'll take care of the house, cleaning each and every day, then the kids, and then the store also. So the work was too much for me. And when you feel that the work is too much, you can discuss with your agents in Ghana here for them to change the house with you, because you don't get time to sleep, especially houses that involve children, babies. You won't sleep at night at all, in the afternoon or at night, because once the baby wakes up, you have to get the baby, feed the baby, put the baby back to sleep before. And so all the time I feel so dizzy, too much, and then headache, severe headache. So I called my agents in Ghana, and they called the office in Lebanon, and they told them that the girl needs to, you need to change the house for the girl. So when I changed the house, the office in Lebanon, they did not take me straight to another house. They took me to their own house, beat me.
When you say they took you to their own house, the agents in Lebanon?
Yes, husband and wife who are in charge of the...
They are both Lebanese?
Yes, they are both Lebanese. Right. So what they do is, when they take you to their house, for me, in my story, they asked me to kneel down. The woman hold my hair, and then I faced wall. So she hits me from the back, at the back of my head, then I hit my head on the wall. Then the husband...
She hit you at the back of your...
at the back of my neck.
Your neck.
Then so I'll hit the wall with my forehead. Right. And then the husband will also lose his belt, whip me, beats me, anything they find. They can beat you with. And then after, they locked me up in a toilet for like 2 hours, and then they came back. I was there for 2 hours, and later when they opened, they slapped me. The woman slapped me, the husband also slapped me. They slapped you, they slapped you. Then I wasn't the only person there. There were Nigerians, Ethiopians, Bangladesh. They were there, they were all crying. So
wait, these were also people who were working?
Also not feeling comfortable where they are, the houses that they are working, that they want them to, because that was what the agreement on the how do you call it, the contract. Yeah. Right. Yes. So
can you tell us about how many of these other, the Bangladeshis and the others that you saw from
in their house, the agents in Lebanon, their house? Plenty people. But the thing is, you can't even talk to yourself. When they see that you are communicating, they slap you with everything that they... So what do? You give an eye, then the person will tell you, are you a Ghanaian, or are you Ethiopian? They want to find out if you are from their country. Yes. So
if there were that many of you, I mean, you're speaking of only 2 agents.
Yes.
Did they have any security or something to prevent you from, I don't know, making a run for it or something?
No. When they take you to their house, they lock everywhere. They chain it. They lock with like 10 padlocks. and then they take you to one room, they lock you up with them. Yes, so even when you are crying, nobody will hear, and it's none of, let's say, in most those countries, they mind their own business. Someone is beating you, it's not their business. They did not bring you. They can't put their mouth in someone's issue. So that's how it is. So when they take me out, and then the man brought out a gun, and then he asked me, are you going to work? We are taking you to a different house. This time around, we want you to promise that when you go, you will stay there and work. You will not come back and say, I don't want the house again. Promise. Else I will shoot you and nobody will find you again. Will find you again. Nobody will trace you. And so I was, for what he told me, I was a bit tense, because what if I go and the work is also too much? And I decided I cannot do. I can't return back to them because they will kill me. So I was standing there, and then he fired a shot. So when he fired a shot, yes, when he fired a shot, then I hold the wife. So I used the wife to swerve it, to swerve when he fired a shot. I used the wife. So I told.
Let's get this clearly. He was actually aiming at you.
Oh, my legs like this. And they do it all the time. They do it. They don't care. As soon as he shoots you, you won't stay in their house. He will take you straight to next house. When you go there, you work in pains, because he has taken money from the other house that you are going, and they don't care. So I used the wife to swerve, and then he also got scared, because I told him I would let him shoot the wife. Yes, I became bold, and then so when he found out that, okay, then the wife screamed that he should stop. So when he stopped, they sat me down and said, okay, now we are taking you to another house. We've taken money. If you don't work, we lose money. Please go and work for us to make money. Donkey, like they don't call us by our name. They call us donkey, monkey, goat, idiot. That's how they call us. They call you, then you come donkey, then you go idiot. Like that's how they call us. So that's it. So they told me that. So okay, I obeyed, and they took me to another house, and the house is story building. It's 6. So 1, 2, 3 is for us, the whole family, where they took me to. So I clean one from the downstairs, the middle one, and the third floor. Yes.
So you were cleaning 2 floors? 3. 3 floors?
Yes.
All by yourself?
Yes, all by myself.
Was this more work than even before?
Oh. They intentionally did that, so that when you say, I won't do it again, I cannot work again, then they will bring you back to the office. I worked for like 2 months. I wasn't getting paid, and I asked them, Madam, please, I've not been paid for 2 months. And they said, we know someone that she hasn't been paid for like 9 months, so your own is nothing. Okay, so I told them, okay, if you don't have money to pay me, then I want to go back to my country, because I'm sick, I'm not feeling well, and you are not taking me to hospital. It's in the contract that when I'm sick, you are supposed to take me to hospital. You are not doing that. So if you can't pay me, then let me go back to my country. Then they said, okay, you will pay your own ticket. And I was having little money with myself. Okay, I'll pay my own ticket. Then they said, no, whatever we put it to this girl, she said she has solution for it. So they decided not to let me come back to Ghana again. And so one Thursday morning, I was working, and I told them, no, I cannot do this work again. I want to go back to my country. And they said, it's either you work, or we'll take you to the police and tell them that you've stole from us, or we'll take you back to the office. They will beat you and bring you back to our house. So I know what they've done to me before, so I didn't want to go back to the office. And I am tired of working. I can't work again. And so the family, they all gathered. They locked one door, and they all gathered. They surrounded from the main gate to the kitchen, everywhere. So because they've heard that during that time, like 1,000 girls were running to their embassies. Yes, so
The
they
Ghanaian embassy.
Ghanaian, Ethiopians, all the girls, all the African countries. So they surrounded around me, and they were chasing. They notified that I wanted to run, so they were running after me, because when they catch me, they will take me to the Lebanese office, and they will kill me. They will kill me. So it's rather I died on my own. And so I jumped from the store building.
From which floor? The third floor?
I was on the second floor, but it's very high. So I jumped, and I didn't know how I landed. I paralyzed because I hit the floor. Like when I hit the ground, I can't remember anything.
Did you pass out?
Yes.
You passed out.
So they rushed me to their hospital. Even in the car, I think I couldn't lie in the car or sit because my bone, the spinal cord, and my waist and the left leg, it wasn't working. And so I don't know how I ended up. So what I could remember is
your left side was paralyzed.
Yes.
You arrived in Ghana in August last year.
Yes.
It's been a number of months.
Yes.
Now, maybe about 6,
Yes.
7 months.
7.
How would you describe the state of your health now? What is ailing you now?
I've been going up and down hospitals, so many hospitals. They tried physiotherapy and orthopedic for me. So I think last month, is it this month, on the 5th, the pain was too much for me. I can't, since August, like let's say I fell on July. Since July, I can't sleep at night at all. I sleep like 3 hours, 2 hours, that's it, and I wake up. So it was due to the pain that caused those things. So when I, on the 5th of February this month, I went to Tema New Crystal Hospital, and they ran a test of me, and later they asked me to go and do an x-ray. So during the x-ray, the doctor found out that the bones, one is a bit smaller than all. And
are you referring to your backbone?
Yes, and they think that it's broken because I've been told that one before at Lebanon and then Tema General Hospital. The doctor also said something like that, and so they told me that it has to be treated as immediately, else it will affect me in future because I'm a lady, and sometimes in the next future, if I get married and I want to. I get pregnant, I'll face a lot of challenges. I researched hospitals that did orthopedic and treatment. So just last week I heard of 21st Clinic because of my waist. So I went there and I showed my referred letter to them, and they said I should pay 600 for medications, and which I have paid 600. And then they said I should come for massage like every 3 days. I'll pay 20 cedis for massage. I've been spending a lot of money on this, but I haven't got proper orthopedic.
So you need assistance in that
I need it very.
Do you have any idea how much it will cost you to actually take care of yourself so you can finally restore your health?
I can't tell. That was what I was expecting the doctors to tell me, the cost, but then they haven't told me anything.
Even now, especially if not for COVID, there would be people getting ready to embark on such journeys. What would you say to such people, young people like you, who in their search for greener pastures risk it to go to places like Lebanon? What would you say to them? Well,
I would tell them that if you want to travel, you can travel to these European countries if you have your family members there, that you go and stay with them. But then if it is Arab countries, they shouldn't go there because it's all lies. It's not what.
But you have experience only from Lebanon.
I have experience only from Lebanon, but I have girls that I talked to that they also went to Kuwait, Jordan. I know a lot of them. They also faced. Some even were raped Yes, but when they came, they can't tell. They can't say it to anyone. They couldn't get their salary. Some even, they took them to cells for like 3 months before they released them to come. So it happens all the Arab countries. And
so what would you say to such people who are thinking of embarking on such journeys?
Well, for the agents in Ghana here, what they care is money to fill their pockets. But they don't care about us, our lives. So I will tell them they shouldn't go. It's a lie. It's all lies. Because when you get to the country, your madam knows that she has paid for all your expenses, your plane ticket, visa, passport, and everything. So you are coming as she has bought you, and you're
like a slave.
You're like a slave, and your agent here also, he or she knows everything, but they won't tell you. Because they've taken enough money. It involves enough money. One person, they earn much. So you hit a target. The number of people you send, your money increase. So they shouldn't, I'll urge them, they shouldn't go to any Arab countries because they are not good. They don't like us. No, we are like animals for them. Sorry to use that word, but that's how they see us.
Diana,
yes,
once again, it's a deeply touching, deeply troubling story you've just shared. And you're very brave to actually share it.
Thank you.
And we wish you the very best. And we shall see, hopefully, who knows, maybe by people looking at what you've shared with us, someone might be touched, some entities might be touched to assist you on the journey to healing. But we pray for the very best for you, and we hope for the very best for you. Thank you for sharing your story with us, and hopefully impacting many others who might want to do the same thing you have done, embark on the same journey, and maybe face likely consequences. This has been our interaction with Diana. She embarked on that journey, it's been about some 2 years now, to Lebanon, and now she is living with the consequences of that action. Health-wise, things are not going well. We're exposing these things so that we all know the reality of some of these journeys we embark on. Thank you for your time with us.
And that was our interaction with Diana Hazel. What is on your mind? I'm sure there's a lot running through your mind right now. Maybe someone who's contemplating embarking on maybe another perilous journey just watched us. Maybe you've had a change of heart.